Garoppolo on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense.
All right, here we go. Green,
Coleman, the man in motion right.
39.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Give him 18 yards on that one. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He'll air this one toward Coleman. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Second down now after the incompletion. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. He also had an interception return for a touchdown last year, another one there. What's the goal for a defensive back? One a season?
One a season is really
fantastic.
Way more than you would expect. I mean, guys set those types of goals, but rarely are they reached, rarely are they achieved. To be able to pull it off back-to-back seasons, who says no one makes house calls anymore?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The first carry now for Rob Kelly. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended target was Corey Coleman. And it's 3rd and 4. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Set. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now look at 56. No. Check. Patriot.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. On 1st and 10, Newton. Out left side here to Bryant. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A very solid gain of 27.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now Newton on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mario Williams in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bryant. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. This is Marshawn Lynch, a man who won his lone Super Bowl in this stadium. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devon Kennard coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. Third and long, it's Newton. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. John Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Out to kick is Janikowski. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Jimmy Garoppolo, the starter here, finally lured away from the Patriots. What are some things you like about JG?
Well, I love his makeup, meaning obviously he's got some physical ability. He can throw the football, but he's mentally tough as well. And he developed while he was there in New England. They actually trained him to be a starter even though he wasn't getting any type of snaps. And this guy adapts and thrives with the ability to play against pressure.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
I got tripped this side. I got tripped this side. We got 3. We got 3. All right, here we go. Boom, that Philly. Here we go. I'm coming after you.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Set. Boom, landed. Boom, landed. Watch him now, Barney.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. There's Garoppolo to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City, and it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They start the drive with Lynch. Try to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. fake here on first down. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. In motion left is John Brown. First down, the run with Lynch. Room here to run. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. That good for 22 and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They run again on first down, Lynch. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Here's Newton. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Mario Williams in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6.
Sebastian Janikowski has fashioned quite a career. I wonder if he's just a little bit jealous, though, because Adam Vinatieri leads him in just about every category. That's the only guy ahead of him.
Yeah, he's second in points, field goals made, extra points made, you name it. But he still had a heck of a career.
A monster career, an incredible leg.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. That's complete, middle of the field to Humphreys. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
The throw to the left side caught by Coleman. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And Noah's escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Chargers getting set to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. J.J.
Nelson, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Throwing again. Newton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Detroit!
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And this will be a dump off for Kelly. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Here we go now. Detroit!
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and long. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Meanwhile, down in Philly, and the Eagles out in front early. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout.
Hurry up, here we go.
Garoppolo on 1st down, and that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Robbie Anderson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Wilson snags it left side. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Newton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Newton. Throw left side complete. It's Bryant. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. Now a first down throw for Newton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not any chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bryant. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Newton now to throw. And to the left side here, Wilson. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
From the red zone now, Newton. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Around the NFL, second quarter in Indianapolis. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Here's Newton. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Paul Warlow coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Wilson, the tight end, goes in motion. Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton, and he's going to go down again. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
The slot man in motion right. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Well, when defensive coordinators game plan to put pressure on a quarterback, they often want to use blindside rushes, and that's exactly what they did there. The cornerback gets to him and drops him.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. Around the NFL, second quarter in Indianapolis. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. This is TJ Logan to return it. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
To throw on second down is Newton. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now Newton. And able to find John Brown. John Brown, 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. John Brown, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And the lead is up to 14. Out to kick is Janikowski. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. They run a draw here on second down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19! Back in Philly, here we go!
Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Everyone's got 4.
They run a draw here on second down. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. The Giants on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Garoppolo looks to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked off at the 39, 30, 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
To throw is Garoppolo. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Got him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
All right, now, look at 56.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and it's third down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Giants on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And now another one thrown incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus of the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. It's fielded at the 45. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Newton on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Paul Warlow in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. On second down, Lynch. An 8-yard gain, so that gets them halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Lynch running the counter. Space to run past the 20. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case,
blitz coming, and down he goes. Devon Kennard in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw, Newton. A bullet throw, but incomplete. And the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Meanwhile, down in Philly. And that's now a 2-touchdown game as the Eagles have scored again. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
All right, here we go. Boom, landing.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Check, Patriots. No, check, Patriots. Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And the D looking like they may blitz. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
All right, stat time. You have to go back to 1949 to find the last time a Giants team came back from 21 points down to win a football game. So history not exactly on their side. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Little motion now from the tight end. Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Now they try the right side here. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Giants on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. Oh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Adam Shaheen with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So that will push him back.
And now we know why he had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
On 1st down, Newton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Toss play to Lynch. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger 1st down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie safety from Washington, Buda Baker. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
The tight end in motion right. Now Garoppolo. A swing pass caught. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's got daylight. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. And New York set to take the field. One last drive here for Pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
The Giants on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 14.
Now
Now a play fake. Garoppolo rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
One final try now for Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visitors, they moved back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Oakland to take on the Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Giants, Things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start, and they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.